Chosen ones, you have been called, not by mere chance, but by the echoes of ancient wisdom, inscribed long before the sands of time began to fall. The emerald tablets, hidden from the eyes of the unworthy, have whispered your name across dimensions, triggering the prophecy that has awaited this very moment. For centuries, scholars and seekers searched for the keys to unlock their secrets. Yet, it was always meant for you to awaken them. Beneath the veils of illusion, the tablets hold truths that bind the fabric of existence. Thoth, the Atlantean sage, encoded fragments of divine knowledge within their emerald green surface, casting spells of protection around them so that only the true chosen could decode their light. You are among those destined to step forward, guided not by coincidence, but by the threads of fate woven into your very soul. Now, as the final prophecy stirs, the guardians of the ancient light emerge from their slumber. You may feel it, a subtle shift in the wind, a flicker in the eyes of those who watch with hidden intent. The ancient council whispers of your awakening, for it marks the beginning of the final cycle. The serpent bloodlines, long shadowed in secrecy, have already begun their preparations. Sensing the crackle of energy that signals your rise, you are standing on the edge of a revelation, chosen to unlock what many believed would remain forever sealed. The emerald tablets are not mere relics. They are the heartbeat of the prophecy that now pulses stronger with every breath you take. As you step forward, the path will not be without shadows. Forces long bound will seek to silence the whispers of truth, but you are not alone. The guardians watch from beyond the veil, and the words of Yeshua echo through time. For many are called, but few are chosen. Beneath the sands of Egypt, hidden from prying eyes for millennia, lies the vault of Thoth. Carved into the very bedrock of time, the entrance is veiled by spells woven from celestial light. Those who dared approach without the mark of the chosen found only whispers of madness and shadows that twisted through their minds. But for you, the path is clear, illuminated by the light of awakening. As you step through the archway, the air hums with ancient energy. Symbols of unknown origin pulse gently on the walls, each one radiating a soft emerald glow. They are not mere carvings, they are living scriptures, etched with the language of the ancients, untouched by decay. Your fingers trace the surface, and the stone seems to respond, whispering fragments of knowledge long buried beneath the weight of ages. At the center of the chamber, a monolithic stone rests, polished to perfection. It shimmers under the light that leaks through the cracks above, revealing inscriptions only visible to those with the eyes to see. They call it the Heartstone, a fragment of the tablets themselves, rumored to be the key to unlocking the final prophecy. As your hand hovers above its surface, the stone responds, glowing brighter, its surface shifting to reveal deeper secrets. A whisper echoes through the chamber, barely audible, but resonating deep within your soul. The time is near. Seek the truth beneath the surface. The emerald light shall guide you. The voice is neither male nor female, neither old nor young. It is eternal, a remnant of Thoth's consciousness, preserved through the ages. You feel a surge of understanding flood your mind, visions of Atlantis before the fall, its towers gleaming under twin suns, its people walking amidst celestial beings of light. Yet, Even in the splendor, shadows lingered, whispers of betrayal, of darkness festering beneath the surface. The emerald tablets were created not just as guides, but as warnings. The heartstone dims, and silence returns to the chamber. But you know now, your journey has just begun, and the secrets within the stone are far from fully revealed. The air crackles with energy as you leave the vault of Thoth behind, its secrets now etched into the corners of your mind. But the whispers do not fade. They grow louder, beckoning you to remember, a memory not of this life, but of another, long buried beneath the tides of time. Atlantis. You see it now, suspended between the heavens and the sea, its towers of crystal and gold reaching towards the very stars. Its people were luminous beings, scholars and warriors intertwined with the essence of celestial wisdom. They moved with grace, their eyes aglow with understanding, far beyond mortal comprehension. Yet, beneath its grandeur, shadows lingered. Whispers of rebellion and forbidden knowledge swept through its marble halls. The emerald tablets were first conceived in this realm, not merely written, but forged from fragments of cosmic light. Thoth, the Atlantean priest-king, inscribed within them the blueprint of existence, the secrets of the universe locked away until the time of awakening. He knew the fall would come, that the pride of Atlantis would call forth destruction from the stars. And so he hid them, waiting for the one who would read them, the one destined to awaken their true power. You are jolted back to the present by the pull of energy coursing through your veins. It's as if Atlantis itself calls to you, its echoes vibrating through every cell. The emerald light is awakening within you, granting visions of what once was and what is yet to be. A voice, distant but clear, murmurs through the ether. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The connection is undeniable, a bridge between what was written and what is yet to unfold. Yeshua's words echo in your mind, woven into the prophecy like threads of light binding past to future. The vision fades, but the feeling remains. The emerald tablets have triggered something within you, a beacon calling forth memories of Atlantis' final days and the great betrayal that led to its fall. But there is more, deeper secrets buried beneath the waves, awaiting your discovery. As the echoes of Atlantis fade, a new awareness begins to settle within you. The emerald light pulses stronger, illuminating fragments of forgotten knowledge. You feel them before you see them, an ethereal presence, neither bound by time nor space. The celestial guardians, protectors of the emerald tablets, watch from beyond the veil, their essence woven into the fabric of existence itself. A sudden gust of wind stirs the room, though there are no open windows, no doors ajar. The air shimmers, bending light into forms too divine for mortal comprehension. Wings of iridescent light stretch across the expanse, each feather etched with symbols that flicker and change as if alive. Their eyes, pools of ancient wisdom, lock onto yours with a knowing that transcends words. You have awakened the light, one speaks, its voice resonating like 1,000 harmonies blending into a single note. The prophecy stirs, and the tablets call for the sealed one. You feel the weight of its gaze pierce through the layers of your soul, unraveling truths you did not know were hidden. Visions flash before your eyes, epochs long past, where guardians stood as sentinels during the rise and fall of civilizations. Sumer, Egypt, Atlantis, all watched over by these celestial beings. Their purpose clear: to guard the tablets and await the awakening of the chosen one who would fulfill the final prophecy. One guardian steps forward, its wings casting prisms of light across the room. The serpent bloodlines stir. Their influence has spread through shadows, binding the hearts of men to darkness. But the tablets hold the key to their undoing. You must seek the scroll of Yeshua, hidden beyond the reaches of time. The name sends a chill down your spine, resonating with an otherworldly energy. You recall the words once whispered in shadowed halls: "He is the light of the world. Whoever follows him will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." The vision begins to fade, the guardians retreating into the folds of light from which they came. But their final words linger in the air like an echo. The path is set. Seek the scroll. Unlock the prophecy. The emerald light pulses within you stronger than before. The guardians have spoken, and the path forward is clear. The guardian's departure leaves a lingering stillness in the air, heavy with unspoken truths. Their final words echo in your mind: seek the scroll of Yeshua. The very mention of it stirs something deep within you, a ripple through the emerald light that now pulses with greater intensity. Legends whispered among the few who remember speak of the forgotten scrolls, scriptures penned in the hand of Yeshua himself, hidden away from the prying eyes of those who would seek to alter destiny. It is said that these scrolls contain the missing passages of the emerald tablets, truths so profound that even the guardians shielded them from time's grasp. Only the chosen would possess the sight to unlock their power. Guided by an unseen force, you find yourself standing before a library, untouched by the ravages of time. The doors creak open with a whisper of ancient wood, revealing shelves lined with tomes bound in leather and etched with symbols that shimmer with faint emerald light. Dust particles hang suspended in the air, shimmering like stars frozen in mid-motion. At the far end, beneath the shadow of an archway marked with the seal of Thoth, a pedestal rises from the floor. Upon it rests a scroll bound with silver thread, its surface untouched by age. Your breath catches as you approach, the energy vibrating through your fingertips as you reach out. The silver thread unwinds of its own accord, the parchment unfurling to reveal symbols that glow with ethereal light. Words form in your mind, not read, but received. They speak of a time when light and shadow would clash for dominion over creation. Yeshua's teachings, hidden from the world, were encoded within these scrolls, meant for the hands of the chosen. His words reverberate through your soul. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. The symbols flicker, revealing glimpses of a grand design, portals of light, celestial beings descending, and the emerald tablets reassembled to their full power. But the vision is abruptly cut short, the scroll snapping shut with a force that sends a shockwave through the room. The whispers of the scroll linger in your mind, vivid and unyielding. As you step away from the ancient library, shadows flicker along the edges of your vision. You sense them before you see them, obscured figures watching from places where light struggles to reach. They are not mere observers. They are the descendants of a lineage as old as Atlantis itself. The serpent bloodlines. Long ago, When Atlantis stood as a beacon of light and wisdom, there were those who sought power over truth. They struck deals with forces from beyond, weaving dark energy into their very essence. These were the progenitors of the serpent bloodlines, those who embraced the shadows to manipulate and control the flow of knowledge. Even now, their influence seeps into the world. Hidden among the highest ranks of governments, financial institutions, and secret councils, they wield authority with whispers and illusions. Their power stems not just from wealth, but from ancient rites passed down through generations, rituals that bind their bloodline to dark forces waiting in the folds of reality. You feel the emerald light within you pulse, as if recognizing an ancient enemy. Memories, not your own, flicker before your eyes. Grand halls adorned with serpentine symbols, robed figures chanting in unison beneath moonlit skies, the air thick with incantations that warp the very fabric of existence. A voice cuts through the visions, sharp and resolute. Behold, I have given you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy. The words of Yeshua echo with divine strength, snapping you back to the present. It is a reminder, a promise, that light triumphs over darkness, but only if the path is followed. The serpent bloodlines have sensed your awakening. Their watchers are everywhere, their whispers moving like venom through the veins of society. You know now that the prophecy is not just a revelation. It is a declaration of war. The scroll of Yeshua holds the key to dismantling their grip, but the path to it is shrouded in shadow. The air grows heavier as you journey deeper into the hidden realms of ancient knowledge. The path leads you through winding catacombs beneath forgotten temples, where light dares not reach and whispers of the past linger like echoes. At the end of a long corridor, shrouded in shadows and dust, you find it, the seal of Thoth. Carved into a massive stone door, the seal gleams with emerald light, its inscriptions alive with symbols that twist and shift as if aware of your presence. Ancient runes spiral from its center, pulsating with energies that resonate deep within your soul. It is not just a barrier. It is a guardian, a lock forged with the essence of celestial order. The seal was created during the final days of Atlantis, a safeguard against those who would misuse the power of the emerald tablets. Thoth himself, master of arcane wisdom, wove enchantments into its very core. Only the one who bears the light of prophecy could even hope to unbind its power. Your hand hovers above its surface, the emerald glow intensifying at your touch. A surge of energy floods your veins, unlocking memories that are not your own. Visions of Thoth standing beneath twin suns, inscribing secrets into the very essence of reality. His voice echoes across time, reverberating through your thoughts. He who seeks the light must first embrace the truth. The seal is but the beginning. A sudden pulse of light blinds you, and the symbols writhe, rearranging themselves into patterns that defy earthly logic. Words form upon the stone, written in a language older than creation itself. You feel compelled to speak them, though their meaning eludes you. The moment the final syllable leaves your lips, the seal trembles and parts with a resonant hum, revealing a chamber beyond. Inside, the walls glimmer with veins of emerald crystal, their light reflecting off surfaces polished to mirror-like perfection. At the center, suspended above a pedestal of obsidian, rests an artifact, wrapped in shimmering cloth. It pulses with energy, each beat echoing with the rhythm of creation itself. You know, without touching it, this is the key to the next revelation. But as you step forward, shadows flicker along the edges of the chamber. You are not alone. The serpent. Bloodlines have sensed the breach, and their watchers move in the darkness, ready to reclaim what they believe is theirs. The chamber hums with raw energy as you step closer to the artifact suspended above the obsidian pedestal. Its light pulsates in rhythm with your heartbeat, resonating with the emerald light within you. But the moment your fingers brush its surface, the atmosphere shifts. Shadows thicken, crawling along the walls like living smoke. The serpent bloodlines have arrived. You sense them before you see them, figures cloaked in darkness, their eyes gleaming with malevolent intent. Whispers coil around you, threads of incantations muttered in languages long forgotten. The serpent bloodlines, guardians of deception, wielders of shadow magic, have come to reclaim the power hidden within the crystal gate. The artifact in your hands hums with resistance, its light flaring as if to ward off the encroaching darkness. But they do not falter. Their leader steps forward, his eyes glimmering with a serpent's cold gaze. Symbols dance across his skin, shifting and pulsating in time with his breath. He speaks, his voice slithering through the air like smoke. The tablets were never yours to awaken. Return the key, and perhaps mercy will find you. You feel the emerald light surge within, flooding your veins with warmth and clarity. Words, not your own, spill from your lips, echoing with a power that shakes the very walls. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. The leader flinches, his gaze narrowing with recognition. Yeshua's words, bound with truth and light, ripple through the chamber, scattering the shadows momentarily. But the bloodlines are relentless. Chanting erupts from the depths of the shadows, weaving dark energy that lashes out like tendrils, clawing toward the artifact you hold. Your grip tightens as you channel the emerald light, a beam of pure energy bursting forth, slicing through the dark magic with celestial force. The shadows wail, recoiling, but they do not break. The serpent leader snarls, his form flickering with dark energy. "You may hold the light, but the crystal gate will not open for you," he hisses, retreating into the shadows with a promise of return. Their forms dissolve into mist, leaving only whispers and the stench of dark magic lingering in the air. The artifact pulses with energy in your hands, and you know the battle is far from over. The crystal gate awaits, its secrets bound by magic older than the stars. The war has begun, and you are now its keeper. The air is thick with anticipation as the echoes of battle fade, leaving only the soft hum of the artifact in your hands. Its light pulses with a steady rhythm, beckoning you toward the heart of the crystal gate. You feel its pull, not just in your flesh, but in your spirit, as if destiny itself is weaving the path before you. The whispers of the emerald tablets grow louder, guiding you to a hidden chamber, obscured by layers of magic and time. There, beneath layers of dust and stone, lies an altar adorned with symbols of celestial light. At its center rests a scroll, untouched by the decay of ages. The very air around it shimmers with divine energy. casting soft glows across the walls. You recognize it immediately, the scroll of Yeshua's truth. As your hand brushes the surface, warmth floods through you, illuminating fragments of memory long concealed. You see Yeshua, not as the world remembers, but as he truly was, a bearer of light, a guardian of truth. His hands etched symbols of divine understanding upon the scroll, inscribing secrets meant only for the chosen. The guardians stood watch as he wrote, their wings shimmering with ethereal light, shielding his work from the eyes of darkness. The scroll unfurls at your touch, revealing passages that burn with clarity and purpose. Words leap from the parchment, etching themselves into your mind. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. These words resonate with the emerald light within you, binding themselves to your spirit. It is more than scripture. It is a call to arms, a declaration that the shadows cannot stand against the truth. You read on, discovering prophecies of the crystal gate, its connection to the emerald tablets, and the fall of the serpent bloodlines. The gate is a conduit, a bridge to realms untouched by shadow, accessible only to those who bear the mark of light. Its activation would disrupt the dark energies woven through the foundations of power, unraveling the bloodline's grasp on destiny. A sudden tremor shakes the chamber, dust cascading from the ceiling. The serpent bloodlines are aware. They sense the scroll's unveiling. You have little time. The path to the crystal gate is now clear, but shadows stir, preparing to strike. The scroll of Yeshua clings to your grasp, its energy vibrating with divine light. Outside the chamber, shadows coil and shift, whispering ancient curses as they circle the walls. The serpent bloodlines are closing in, their presence heavy with dark intent. But the scroll has shown you the path. Your next step is clear. The crystal gate awaits. But first, you must face the celestial council. Guided by an unseen force, you ascend through winding tunnels, carved with symbols older than recorded history. The light of the emerald tablets flickers along the walls, illuminating fragments of ancient battles and celestial beings locked in eternal struggle. You feel their gaze upon you, watchful, assessing. This is not mere observation, it is judgment. At the end of the path, colossal doors of shimmering light stand before you, engraved with sigils that pulse with celestial energy. They part without a sound, revealing a hall suspended in space and time. Pillars of light stretch infinitely upward, each one inscribed with the history of ages long forgotten. At the center of the vast expanse, 12 figures sit upon thrones of light, their faces obscured, but their presence undeniable. The Celestial Council. Their eyes turn to you, and the weight of eternity settles upon your shoulders. One of them speaks, a voice like rolling thunder wrapped in whispers of dawn. You have awakened the tablets, unsealed the scroll of Yeshua, and disturbed the serpent's nest. The path forward is not without consequence. Visions flood your mind, realms collapsing, shadows engulfing entire nations, the bloodlines extending their influence over the minds of the unknowing. But then, light shatters the darkness. The emerald tablets restored, their power unraveling the lies that have chained humanity for millennia. the scroll of Yeshua, blazing with truth, dissolving the shackles of deception. The council's gaze intensifies, and another speaks, their voice softer yet edged with authority. To wield the light is to carry its burden. The serpent bloodlines will stop at nothing to extinguish it. The crystal gate must be unlocked, but its power will demand sacrifice. A moment of silence stretches across eternity, and then the council fades, their thrones flickering out of existence one by one. Before they vanish entirely, their final words echo through the hall. The path is set. The gate awaits. Choose wisely, chosen one. The chamber dissolves around you, and you are once again standing at the entrance to the crystal gate, the scroll still pulsing with light in your hand. The final prophecy is near, and the fate of truth hangs in the balance. The crystal gate looms before you, its surface shimmering with ethereal light, pulsating in rhythm with the emerald light coursing through your veins. It is not merely a doorway. It is a conduit between realms, a passage to truths obscured by the shadows of time. The scroll of Yeshua vibrates in your hand, its energy flaring as if recognizing the gateway before you. The words etched upon its surface glow with divine purpose, casting ripples of light across the stone floor. You step forward, and the ground trembles beneath your feet. Symbols engraved in the walls flicker to life, threads of emerald light weaving together, binding the physical with the ethereal. The air hums with celestial energy, and you feel the weight of countless ages pressing upon you. This is it, the final threshold. Beyond this gate lies the revelation that the serpent bloodlines have fought tirelessly to suppress. As your hand touches the crystalline surface, a surge of energy explodes outward, cascading in waves of emerald light. The gate splits down the center, parting with a resonant hum that vibrates through your very bones. Beyond, a vast expanse stretches into infinity, filled with light and shadow dancing in perfect harmony. At the heart of it all stands a figure, shrouded in radiant light, the final prophet. They turn, their eyes piercing and ancient, filled with the wisdom of ages and the fire of prophecy. You recognize them not by appearance, but by essence. Their spirit echoes with the same divine light that pulses within you. The emerald tablets had foretold of their coming, the one who would bridge the gap between light and shadow, the harbinger of the final prophecy. The prophet steps forward, their voice resonating with a calm authority. The time has come. The serpent bloodlines will strike, but they cannot shroud the light forever. The emerald tablets have awakened. The scroll of Yeshua has been unveiled, and the crystal gate stands open. But the final choice is yours, chosen one. Visions flood your mind. Atlantis rising from the depths, the serpent bloodlines crumbling beneath the weight of truth, and the guardians descending from realms unseen to restore balance. Yet, shadowed within the light, you glimpse the cost of defiance, the price of revelation. The prophet reaches out, their hand engulfed in celestial light. Join me, and together we will fulfill the prophecy. The emerald light shall reclaim what was lost.
If you have come this far, it is crucial that you watch this next video here. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart, for only the true chosen ones can handle this video. If you would like to also donate to help keep the channel going, our Buy Me a Coffee link will be in the description.